Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Black Ops 3, playing a bit of domination here on the map Aquarium, running around with the Brecci shotgun, which I affectionately call the Broccoli, because it doesn't sound right calling it the Broccoli. I don't know, there's something about it. I want to call it the Broccoli every time I say this gun's name, so therefore I think I'm just going to call it the Broccoli. I think I'm going to. But ladies and gentlemen, this shotgun's freaking amazing. A lot of people are talking about it as of late, and it's with good reason. If you guys haven't tried out the Brecci yet, use it. It's freaking powerful. It's ridiculously good. If I did compare it to another shotgun from a previous Call of Duty game, it'd probably be compared to like the Striker from Modern Warfare 3. It's a semi-automatic shotgun that just melts people. It's not usually a one-hit kill. It's generally going to be a 2 or 3 shot kill, so don't expect one hits or anything like that unless the guy's already really hurt. It's a very fun gun, and I think you guys will enjoy it if you guys haven't tried it out already. Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic, which actually I came across over on the Black Ops 3 subreddit, which is a great place to go if you just want to interact with your fellow Call of Duty fans, if you just want to interact with the community. It's a great place to do so. And over there, a user by the name of DirkCells made a post where he was very concerned about hacks and mods and all sorts of different things coming to Black Ops 3 in the very near future. So basically, the genesis of it, if you guys want to check out the post that he made over there on Reddit, you can click the link down there in the video description and check it out for yourselves. But essentially, the genesis of this was he was looking up some glitches for Shadows of Evil, and he ended up finding some glitches where they would basically take stuff from zombies and put it in the multiplayer. He wanted to see what that was all about, and he found this guy who basically sells a lot of these crazy glitches and stuff like that he apparently can actually get for you in the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. Now, some of these glitches, he listed them all with photos as proof and whatnot in the post. Some of these glitches include like bringing the Bowie Knife into the multiplayer, which there's been a lot of controversy about that and whether or not that's actually a legit thing, because there's a lot of rumors going around that if you hit, Prestige Master level 1000, you actually get the Bowie Knife in the multiplayer, and it turns out it's not true, and it turns out it might have been a mod, and so on and so forth. But apparently that's a thing that they can get in the online, where this Bowie Knife, the zombies weapon in multiplayer, will do 1000 points of damage every time it hits, which is kind of insane. Other mods include like a special class mod that makes it so all your slots can be filled, which typically you have 10 spots, but now you can have all of your spots filled. There's ones that make it so you can put your weapons in the tactical slot, giving you 4 total weapons, like super duper overkill basically. There's ones where you get like free experience lobbies and private matches, like boosting lobbies essentially. There's ones that you be able to make a class that basically freezes the game for the host and disconnects everybody else. Like, there's a lot of these really crazy mods that apparently are available over on modding websites, which I am reporting this as I just want to let you guys know this may be a thing. This may be something that happens in the future, or it could just be a bunch of smoke and mirrors in the hacking community, and it may not actually be a big deal. It may actually be stuff that isn't actually going to impact the Black Ops 3 multiplayer, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of it. This is apparently stuff that's going on in the Black Ops 3 modding community, because every single Call of Duty, there's people that try to mod it in one way or another. Every single Call of Duty game has mods involved in it in one way or another. There's some kind of hacker cheat happening in one way or another in every single Call of Duty game. It tends to be more prevalent in the older games, because the older the game is, the more these people have to work with the game, and they can kind of get behind stuff, as well as the developers themselves. They stop paying as much attention to the older games and whatnot. So typically, like if you go way back in the day, if you go back to like Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, even some more recent ones like Modern Warfare 3 and stuff like that, and even Black Ops 2 is starting to see some of it, you will find people using mods in multiplayer, and apparently it's possible to do some of this stuff in Black Ops 3, and it may or may not start becoming a big thing in the very near future based upon this post that we saw over here on Reddit. Now, it should be noted that I've experienced none of this stuff in the Black Ops 3 multiplayer so far. I've experienced none of it. This is apparently part of what this person sells, and I actually have a bit of experience with people modding and hacking and stuff like that in Call of Duty. So going back to Modern Warfare 2, this was a very popular game. If you guys played Modern Warfare 2 back in its prime, it was a very popular game for modding and cheating and hacking and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, it was very easy to get into a mod lobby in that game and get yourself some infections and then go into the actual multiplayer itself and essentially cheat. And full disclosure, I did that occasionally because it was freaking fun. So what would you do is you like find this guy who is like running a lobby, right? You can find him on like a modding website or something like that, and you may have to pay him like Microsoft points, because that's how old school this is. Microsoft points were still a thing. You pay him Microsoft points, or you do whatever. Sometimes you do it for free, sometimes whatever, the different situations situations, different deals. And you would get into these lobbies, and they would give you these infections, and these are straight up infections like wall hack and aimbot. Like, those are two words that are commonly thrown around. No, these were legit wall hack and aimbot. I could see through the wall. If I walked up to a wall, I could see through it. It was a legit wall hack. There was an aimbot where legitimately it would like auto target onto people, and my hip fire was like 100% precise. Like, these were legit things. Of course, there's the XP lobbies that people have seen a lot. There was a lot of 10th prestige boosting lobbies back in Modern Warfare 2. There's lots of weird hacked lobbies. I remember those specifically. Like, I'm sure you guys have all been to a lobby where people were using grenade launchers, and they would just shoot infinite grenade launchers everywhere and kill stuff. And like, maybe if you were getting AC-130, it would shoot the main cannon of the AC-130 like infinitely. That was actually really fun when that would happen. Or just other lobbies where weird things would happen, like your guns wouldn't work unless you had FMJ on, or sometimes FMJ, everything would be normal, but FMJ would be super powerful. So if you did have FMJ on, you would like melt everyone through walls and whatnot. Just a lot of weird hacks, lots of weird mods, lots of weird lobbies and stuff like that. That's really what people remember about Modern Warfare 2. That's at least what I remember anyway, because there was a lot of that stuff going on in that game, and they did really nothing to try to control it. Now, this isn't the case in Black Ops 3, which leads me to believe that these hackers, these modders, I don't think that they actually have the capability to bring all these mods into the online. And if they do, they can only do it in very small samples, I feel like, because I haven't ran into any of this stuff. I haven't seen anything that even closely resembles a mod or a hack or a cheat or anything like that in the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. That's coming from somebody with several days of playtime, you know, and there's some of you guys that play even more than me. Like, some of you guys, like, Call of Duty is your only game. I know there's some people out there that follow me, they're already Prestige Master, and I'm yet to really hear anything from those guys in regards to running into people that are modding, that have classes with all the slots filled, and, you know, being able to crash the hosts if they want to at any given time, or being able to do all this weird stuff. I've yet to hear anything really about this. So if it is possible to do any of this stuff, I think Treyarch is already doing a pretty good job of making sure that they don't have the access to actually bring this stuff into the online, and if they do, they're quickly being banned, because that's really the thing of it. Modern Warfare 2 was a game that was so modded and so hacked, and just so many bad things were happening to it, and the reason why it continued to be like that for so long was because that was during the infamous falling out with Infinity Ward, where most of the people that worked for Infinity Ward were leaving the company, and Activision was like scrambling to hire in new people, and they weren't really patching their game whatsoever. The only time they patched the game was to bring in DLC for it, which, can you imagine if that were the case today, where a game was so full of mods and infections, and the only updates we got were for more map packs and DLC and stuff like that? Like, people would freak out. So that's why that game was so hacked and so modded. I do feel as though all this stuff is possible to do in the Black Ops 3 multiplayer, but I feel as though Treyarch is doing a pretty good job of moderating it and trying to ban these people and trying to make it so it doesn't make its way into the actual online. I'll be interested to see where this is going to go. I'd be interested to see if any of this stuff is going to start infecting Black Ops 3 in the near future. Hopefully not. I just have a feeling that this is going to be something that people maybe have the possibility to do, but maybe they do it on a very small scale, and maybe it's mostly private match related stuff or what have you. I think Treyarch is doing a very good job of moderating this kind of stuff, you know, making sure if there are people out there, again, I can't say whether or not this is all completely legit or not. I'm just letting you guys know this is apparently a thing. This is something that could be happening in the future. There are people that claim to have the ability to do this stuff. If there are people that can do this stuff, and they are trying to bring it into the multiplayer, and they are, you know, charging people to be able to give them these mods and infections and whatnot, I haven't personally ran into it. At least I don't know if I ran into it. I don't think I have, and I don't really know anybody who has ran into it. So I think if it is available and people are trying to do this, I think Treyarch's doing a very good job of banning these people and trying to keep it as minimal as possible, which is definitely a good thing. You know, Treyarch is definitely going to try their best to try and make sure that this game is relatively bug-free and glitch-free, and so far I think they've done a pretty good job. It's pretty, a lot of people on the subreddit that are replying to this post, they were all pretty shocked to find that a lot of this stuff is available in Black Ops 3 and that people can do some of this stuff, but none of them have actually ran into it, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know, guys. I just wanted to make a video kind of let you guys know, like, hey, this is possibly a thing. This is something that could happen in the Black Ops 3 multiplayer in the near future. It could all be smoke and mirrors. It could just be all people trying to scam people online, saying they have mods and infections and coming up with some fake proof that they have it and so on and so forth. It could be a thing, but just want to let you guys know that this is a possibility. It could be something that could happen in the future. So be on the lookout, right? So if you're dying a lot to one particular person, be sure to check the kill cam and see, like, hey, wait a minute, this guy's got like 20 things in his class. How's that work? Or, so on and so forth. This guy killed me with a Bowie knife. Like, pay attention to that stuff. And if you run into any of this stuff, let me know. The best way to let me know is via Twitter. It's at NeroTweets. That's the best way. If you ever run into any of this stuff online, try and get a picture of it. Go back to theater, get like a screenshot or something of it, send it to me on there, and let me know if you guys run into any of these mods and infections in the future here in Black Ops 3. Let me know about that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys all found it helpful and informative. And if you did, drop me a rating and let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. And have you ran into any of these mods and infections so far in Black Ops 3? I would love to hear about that. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Once again, drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.